Good afternoon. So our next topic will be capital gain tax. Kasi tapos na natin yung final withholding tax, we will proceed now to capital gain tax. And capital gain tax, again, we have two types of capital gain tax. We have the capital gain on sale of shares of stock of closely held domestic corporation and a capital gain on sale of real properties located in the Philippines. Take note of that. We have capital gain tax. Now, under capital gain tax, we have the sale of capital gain tax. Note, capital gain, and this is capital gain on sale of shares. Sale of shares of stock of a closely held. Remember, closely held means they are not traded, no. Closely held domestic corporation. Domestic corporation. Dapat domestic corporation mo po, no? Kasi kapag foreign corporation, that is subject to basic tax. Also, the number 2, we have the capital gain on the sales of real properties located in the Philippines. Located in the Philippines. Again, bakit located in the Philippines? Kasi kapag ang business, kapag ang land or yung real properties mo is located abroad, again, that is subject to basic tax. Balikan mo yan, no? Yung first lesson natin. So, these are the two types of capital gain tax. We have capital gain sale of shares of stocks of a closely held domestic corporation, meaning that is not traded, no, that is not publicly listed. And capital gain on sale of real properties, this should be located in the Philippines. And our legal basis, no, under section 24C, 25A, and other tax code, the final tax on the capital gain of sale of shares of stocks, that is 15%. But how do we calculate this? Now, the tax base, no, on number 1, we have capital gain on sale of shares of stock. Again, that one, no, share-cut lang natin. Our tax base will be the net capital gain. And how do we compute for net capital gain? So what is our formula? Formula will be the selling price, yung amount of money, yung presyo ng ating pagbenta, and also we will deduct the cost. Okay, we will deduct the cost and we can get the net capital gain. And get now the net capital gain. Okay. So, lagay natin dito yung cost, which is deducted, and we can get the net capital gain. Remember, kapag sinabi po nating net, laging dyan may binabawas na net. Okay. Now, how much is our rate? We will multiply this. This is deduct and this is multiply. So, ang rate po natin dito is 15%. We will multiply 15% to the net capital gain, and we can get now the capital gain tax. Okay. This is the amount we should know kasi ito yung tax na kailangan nating bayaran. So, what are the requisites para masabi natin capital of gain of share of stock that is subject to 15%. Now, we will put the requisites here. So, ang ating requisite will be, number 1 should be, the share of stock shall be a domestic corporation. Bakit? Kasi kapag abroad po yan, no? Again, kapag foreign corporation yan, that is subject to basic tax. So, it should be from domestic corporation. Also, number 2 shall be classified as capital asset. Paano natin malalaman kung capital asset versus the ordinary asset? Kapag ordinary asset po, in the ordinary course of business, kung yung natural na binebenta, for example, yung company, ang binebenta nila is calculator mismo, yung calculator yun is an ordinary course of business. Pero pag binenta mo yung cellphone mo, that is an capital asset. So yung, yun ang personal pagmamayari mo po yun. No? So it should be capital asset. No? So that will be subject to 15%. And also, number 3, also we have the shares sold are not traded in the local stock exchange. So it should be not traded in the local stock exchange. So anong mangyayari kapag traded siya? No, paano pag hindi traded? No, I mean paano kapag traded siya? So kasi pag traded siya, meaning subject siya sa stock transaction tax. So that is a business tax. But we are talking here about the capital gain tax. So it should be not traded. No, it should be sold directly to buyer. Kaya nga sinabi kanina na closely held. Kapag closely held, sold, yung shares of stock is binebenta directly to the buyer. Hindi na po siya dadaan sa listed company. No, hindi na po siya dadaan sa public listed. No, hindi siya tinatrade doon kung saan doon po nabenta. Sige, try natin, no, para maintindihan nyo. If this is the company and this is the stock exchange, yung shares hindi na po dadaan dito para mabenta sa buyer. Ang nangyayari po dito, yung company is ibebenta directly sa buyer. Kaya ganyan po ang sinasabing not traded in the local stock exchange. Okay? So, kapag ganito po, no, kapag ganito po siya binenta, ang mangyayari po dito is subject sa stock transaction exchange. Okay. And this is subject by 6 out of 10 of 1% of gross selling price. So, 1% muna ng 6 out of 10 of selling price. For example, yung given is 10,000 times mo yung 6 divide mo sa 10, then ito times mo sa 1%. So what we can get here is 10,000 times 6 divide 10. So that is 6,000. 6,000, no? And ito times mo pa to sa 0.01, that is 1%. So we will pay a 60 pesos. 10 times what of 10,000 times 6 divide 10. That is 6,000. Then we will multiply by 1% and we can get the 60 pesos. Okay, that is tax. Now how about our net capital gain? For example, no, isang company, binenta niya directly to the buyer. Pag sinabing directly to the buyer, ito na po, yun, no, subject siya sa capital gain tax. For example, ang selling price niya is 200 pesos per share. Tapos, meron siyang 1,000 shares. Now, may 1,000 shares siya, binenta niya 200 pesos per share. So, 200 times 1,000, that is 200,000. So, ang selling price natin will be 200,000 pesos. And how about if our cost is, kung nabili natin yung 1,000 shares, no? Itong 1,000 shares, nabili natin sa dating company. Nabili natin to ng 100 pesos shares per share ang cost. So, we will multiply 1,000 times 100, that is 100,000 per share. 100,000 pesos per share. And we can get the net capital gain of 100,000. And this 100,000 will be multiplied by the rate of 15%. So 15%, and we can get the capital gain tax of times 0.15, that is 15,000. Okay, so ito po yung capital gain tax natin. Now sir, what if sir nag-loss? For example, nag-loss siya. Bili mo dito ay instead of 100,000, ang bili mo is 300,000. So actually, there will be a loss of ilan? Since mas malaki to, ang loss natin ay 100,000 pesos. Kailangan pa ba natin i-multiply by 15%? No. Okay. Kapag nag-loss po, this is not computed, no. It will be not carry over. So, hindi na natin to kailangan ng i-multiply 15% kasi loss. Ang kailangan lang natin is net capital gain. So, our next will be capital gain on the real properties. Thank you for listening.